Well, that was a good break. Let's continue on with the story, shall we? Guest narrator?
Yes, I know. Outside, Ratchet was equipped with the hover boots
Sorry, I'm having a rough start.
Kim stood nearby, as did Azimuth. Now then, if you're going to stop Nefarious, you're going to have to outmaneuver him. Now, used properly, those hover boots will give you exactly the edge you need. Now, back straight, legs bent slightly at the knees, and engage! From there, he was able to activate the hover boots. He had a chance to move around in them.
Hey, I'm doing it! This is awesome!
Kim seemed very pleased as she observed him. Azimuth was also elated. Excellent! If you want to turn, just shift your weight. The boosters will take care of the rest. Ratchet continued on utilizing the hover boots. Kim watched a bit more. She then tapped on the device on her chest.
Are you getting all of this, Wade? Yep. Every last second. This is amazing! Lombax technology keeps getting more and more incredible. These guys were phenomenal engineers.
At that moment, Azimuth looked over towards Kim and stared at her in a perplexed manner.
Well, you did say their technology has been difficult to duplicate. Yeah, but you know how much I love a good challenge, and my attempts have been doable aside from being time-consuming. Oh, for sure.
Who are you talking to, young lady?
Oh, Azimuth, I didn't notice you over there. Hang on for a sec.
She tapped on the device once more. Displayed from it was an image of Wade.
Azimuth, this is Wade, a super genius that I have worked with for a few years now. Wade, this is Alister Azimuth. So, you must be the infamous rebel in exile that everyone's been talking about. Wow, I don't believe it. You really are a Lombax, and here I thought they all left.
Yes, well, you could say that I was left behind. Now then, both of you were mentioning something about duplicating Lombax technology.
Yes, sir. It's been a lot more than difficult, even for someone like me. Your race has created some of the most advanced forms of technological anything in the entire universe. I've spent more than a whole year studying this. I have to say, I'm quite impressed.
Yes, well, our technology has surpassed many other species, but still, have you really been making strides to duplicate our work?
Yes, I have. It's not exactly the same as the Lombax's ingenuity, but it's pretty close. Ratchet seems to appreciate my efforts so far.
Ratchet then stopped just near them.
Yeah, he's done a good job at it. It's been the closest I've ever gotten to connecting with the Lombaxes. Speaking of which, I've been analyzing the hover boots. I've just finished with another modification to the Centurion armor. Check this out.
With a few clicks of his keyboard, Wade enabled boosters to appear below the boots of Kim's Centurion armor. Azimuth was greatly startled by this. Ratchet, however, seemed very much elated.
Go ahead, give them a try.
From there, she tested them out, but only for a few moments at first.
Well, what do you think? Wade, this is incredible! What can I say? I'm a genius. Come on, let's keep at it, Kim. Okay.
And so they rushed out together. They both seemed very ecstatic. Azimuth, however, seemed to be less than pleased. They kept on going with breaking in their hover boots. Ratchet was greatly excelling, becoming more proficient at it. He utilized many skills that he can carry out while using the hover boots, as did Kim. Azimuth indeed seemed very impressed as he continued to observe Ratchet. Ratchet continued on the course. He then looked towards Kim. Within a split second, she collapsed on the ground. Ratchet was startled by this. Oh no, Kim! He made his way towards her as fast as he could. He landed next to her, kneeled down, and sat her up a little. He tapped on the device on her chest.
Wade, come in. Kim just passed out again. I know. I just did a scan of her brain. I'm picking up massive brainwave activity within several areas of her mind. A lot of it deals with processing and retrieving memories, including the hippocampus. It's almost as though an enormous amount of lost memories are flooding into her mind. Could that be what's been causing these headaches? I would say yes. I remember to scan her brain the next time she passes out, and since you've mentioned that she blurted out something that last time... As for the Tempest Simia thing, I've been looking into that, and it seems to have some involvement with time.
Involvement with time? Just then, Kim instantaneously opened her eyes and sat straight up.
Time, monkey?
Kim! She seemed somewhat confused as she sat by for a bit.
What happened?
You passed out again. At least I know you really are all right. Tell me, do you remember anything when you were unconscious? She thought about that for a few moments.
No, I can't remember anything. It's all a blur.
I see. We did manage to pick up on a crucial piece of data. I think we may be onto something. Kim was at a loss of words. Soon enough, Kim and Ratchet were walking along with Azimuth. Well, Ratchet, I have to say that you have done very well with your first lesson. You seem to be a much faster learner than your father. I'm impressed. Gee, thanks. I appreciate that, General. Don't mention it. And you, Miss Possible, I admit that you're pretty good on those replicas of the hover boots that your young genius friend built. You seem to be very skilled for a human.
Well, it was no big, really. I can do anything.
Yes, I suppose you can, but you'll never be as good as a Lombax.
As if that really matters to anyone.
There's clearly so much you don't understand, young miss. Kim stared back at him, annoyed and confused. So, what do we do now? Storm Nefarious's stronghold and force him to tell us where the clock is?
I don't think it will be that easy to do.
The human girl is right, Ratchet. Nefarious would be foolish to reveal that information to us, regardless of what we do to him.
So the question is, how do we find out where the clock is?
Well, fortunately, we have an advantage I did not have before. A contact from the inside.
Wait, are you referring to Clank?
But how are we going to be able to talk to him? Even Wade can't track him down, let alone come in contact with him. Azimuth tapped on a large emblem attached to the chest plate, then turned away from... Okay, don't do this to me now, computer. Azimuth tapped on a large emblem attached to his chest plate, then turned away from Kim and Ratchet as he walked towards a nearby ledge. General? My ship is this way. No thanks. I brought my own. At that moment, his ship rose up from behind the ledge. He lifted himself off of the ground with the use of his hover boots and entered his ship. Whoa! Meet me at Axiom City, planet Terrachnos.
What are we looking for there?
A way to talk to Clank. Soon enough, he took off and left the planet. Both Kim and Ratchet stood by as they watched him leave. Better get going.
Yeah.
We should. They made their way back to their ship and departed from the planet.
Got a little bit left, and we have been, wow, we're already approximately 10 minutes in.
As they flew into space, Azimuth contacted them immediately.
Ratchet, come in.
General?
I've keyed into your nav unit so that we can communicate. Is that girl still with you?
Yeah, I'm here. What's the sitch?
Don't give me an attitude, young lady. Anyway, you're probably wondering what we will find in Axiom City.
Of course we are. You were kind of vague on the details, but you did mention to us that there is a way to talk to Clank there.
Not quite. There's a company called Pollux Industries. Nefarious hired them to locate Zoni technology. They keep a database.
A database. Sorry.
They keep a database of every obsidian eye in the universe.
Obsidian eye? What is that?
It's an extremely advanced telescope. Perhaps the most advanced telescope in the entire universe. I found one when I was on Martigru. Unfortunately, the holofoids that live on that planet dismantled it.
Well, that's inconvenient, but we do have a way to find another one.
Don't think it'll be that easy, miss. Pollux won't just let us waltz into the building. We may have to be a little more aggressive.
Of course, it always comes with a challenge, but no big. We can handle anything. So not the drama, right, Ratchet?
Yeah, so not the drama indeed. It wouldn't be fun if it was too easy.
Oh, for sure.
They did a high five with one another.
You two sound a lot alike. Ratchet, you've been hanging around with that girl a little too much.
What?
What exactly is that supposed to mean?
Well, no matter. I will see you soon.
Copy that. See you, General. Ratchet and Kim out. They severed communications with Azimuth.
Gee, what was that all about? Does he not like me just because I'm not a Lombax?
Don't know. He doesn't display any hostilities towards you, but I did detect a hint of superiority over you just for him being a Lombax and you not.
So, he thinks Lombaxes are better than all other species? I so do not agree with him.
Same here. Lombaxes are not better than humans, and the same goes for humans being better than Lombaxes. We're just people. The only thing that matters to me is who's a better person.
I agree. Ratchet, there's something I want to tell you.
She hesitated, as she seemed quite despondent. Ratchet also seemed to be saddened. You know, there's been something that I wanted to say to you too. Just then they got caught in an unseen force field.
What? What's going on?
I think we're caught in some kind of barrier. Hang on, Kim. Ratchet engaged the accelerators and attempted to push right through the barrier. After a long and persisting effort, he was able to force his ship right through.
Oh, right! You did it, Ratchet!
Was there ever any doubt? Now let's go. They made their way towards the planet.
And that should be the end of the next segment of this part. But before I shut down this video, there are a few things I need to mention. For those of you who were not happy with how Ratchet was behaving during the previous book, you're really not gonna like Azimuth as this continues on. You can already tell that there's some things about him that makes him not a very nice person, but as bad as Ratchet was in the last book, Azimuth gets worse. Oh my gosh, the things that he ends up saying and doing, you will be shocked beyond a reasonable doubt. So we shall save all of that for later on. Next time, our group our traveling duo, now with Azimuth, will be arriving in Axiom City of planet Terrachnos. And what kind of things will be happening there? Stay tuned. Until next time, I will be seeing you. Bye!